What's up, everybody? The Flame12 here, back again with another video. This is the second edition in the NBA All-Time Lineup series. This one is the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to Possibly Moist. He's a Milwaukee Bucks fan. This one we have a pretty interesting lineup. It was definitely easier to make. It was definitely easier to make than the 76ers one. But let's just hop right into it. So, starting at point guard, we have the Big O, Oscar Robertson. He was great. Him and Kareem won a championship together in I believe it was Kareem's rookie season. And the Big O he's probably one of the top 3 point guards of all time, to be honest. Next up at shooting guard, we have Ray Allen. Ray Allen played for the Bucks when he was a young player. I believe he played there his rookie season. I'm not sure if they drafted him, though. He could have been traded. Not 100% sure. I wasn't alive back then, just so we're clear. I'm not dumb. I'm just young. And I'm pretty sure Ray Allen didn't win any championships there, but he has won multiple in his career. Next up, we have somebody that still plays there, and a rising star in the NBA right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not a lot of people can pronounce his name, but he's just a good player. Not many accomplishments yet, really, but not much to say about him. Next up, we have a guy playing out of position at power forward that I don't really know a lot about. His name's Bob Lanier? Not 100% sure how to pronounce it. But, since he has an amethyst card, I'm assuming he was good, at least at one point in his career. But, starting at center, we have KAREEM, also known as ALCINDOR. He was great. He led the Bucks, along with Big O, to a championship, as I said previously. Also, KAREEM was a huge part of multiple Lakers championships. And he's probably one of the top 3 best players of all time, to be honest. Coming off the bench, we have 6-man. We have SIDNEY MONCRIEF, Defensive Player of the Year. Almost an amethyst, 1 rating away. It sucks to be an 89 overall in this game, probably. But SIDNEY MONCRIEF, I'm not sure, really, a lot of people know a lot about him. I don't know a lot about him personally. But I do know he was good. I've heard of him before. And he's won Defensive Player of the Year, so he must have been extra good on defense. His defense was obviously superior to his offense. Next up, we have Glenn Robinson. Again, I don't know much about many of these people on the bench, to be honest. But I've heard a bit about Glenn Robinson. I know he was good. He was a good player for most of his career. And to be honest, I don't think he retired that long ago, but it was probably a couple or few years ago. Next up, we have Paul Pressey. I believe this is, isn't this Phil Pressey's dad? They're related in some way. I know that. But Paul Pressey, good, better than Phil Pressey. And not much to say about him, to be honest. Alright, next up, we have Bob Dandridge. Really, I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, I don't know much about many of these players. We'll get to the players I know about in a second. But I've heard a bit about Bob Dandridge. I know he was good. Played for a few different teams in his career. As you can see, he played for the Wizards, or also known as the Bullets, when he played there accordingly. Next up, we have Terry Cummings. I really do not know much about him at all. He must have been good to get a gold card in 2K. And he must have traveled around. This card was on the Clippers. Probably known as the Buffalo Braves or something back then. I can't read his jersey right now. Next up, we have one of the jokey diamonds in the game. Brandon Jennings, back when he was on the Bucks, missed that clutch layup that could have won the game. Brandon Jennings, he still plays, obviously. You know, not the best. He's on the Magic right now. He was traded for Tobias Harris from the Pistons. And I think he's going to be a free agent. Next up, we have Greg Monroe. He still plays there. He's one of their best players right now. Him, Giannis, and MCW. Now, MCW did not make this list. He was close. If the last man would not have been on the list, it would have been MCW. But Greg Monroe, one of their starting big men, along with Jabari, I believe. Jabari or John Henson, I don't follow the Bucks, so I'm not sure. I just know some other players. But Greg Monroe's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know much about him other than that. And finally, we have somebody I know absolutely nothing about, John McLaughlin. I've probably heard the name before, and by the year of the card, he must have been on the KAREEM Big O championship team. And that just finishes off the lineup. I just want to say thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. More to this series to come, 28 more episodes, and peace out, everybody.